Just another day in the garden, guys. I am going to put in some coneflowers. Now this mix, I've only had purple coneflowers, but this one contains a variety of coneflower seeds of red, orange, purple, white, and Cheyenne autumn. I can't wait for these to grow because I've always only had purple, and this time I'm going to have different colored coneflowers, so they should be pretty. My daughter-in-law and my son got me this for, I don't remember if it was birthday or I think it was Mother's Day last year, but they came with just cones, so I took off a lot of the seed, and they're going to be mixed up. I don't know what's what. I didn't know what was what before I took the seed off the cones, but I took off what I could, and the ones that I couldn't get them all off, I'm just going to put them in the ground like that and to see what we get. Okay, I'll put this back here because coneflowers get fairly tall, so I'm going to put it back here with the tall flowers, lilies and such. Just going to kind of make a big spot here and just put them in there. And I don't think they have to be real deep. I don't know. You know, my gardens in the past, I would just throw the seed in on top of the dirt. I just throw it in, spread it around, and let it go. So that's going to be kind of what I'm doing, only I'm going to put dirt over it and water it. Here. Okay, we'll put some here. And if they get too big and too close together, I can always move them or put them elsewhere. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to kind of spread them out like this. That's all I'm doing. It's just spreading them out like that. That's kind of what I did with my wildflower garden, and it worked just fine. I'm just going to cover them up. And then I'm going to come back here. And do the same thing. Maybe I won't make these so deep. Put some in here. Cover it up. And I don't want to get too close to the smaller flowers. Let's see. Where else? The status is pretty tall, so I'm going to go back as far as the status. I don't think I have too many smaller plants except for the ranunculus and the sweet William and dianthus. They're a little bit smaller. Here. There we go. That should be good. Kind of their own little plot here. I should go get a tag. Ooh, I got some new tags coming. Some wooden ones. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we'll water it a little bit. Alright. So we'll water in here. You know, there's kind of a nothing spot. I'm going to go over there and put a few of these in. I like coneflowers. I think they're pretty. Well, we'll have some growing there probably. This year. I did that last year. Too hard to dig up the roots out of it, the root ball. They're so hard to dig out. I'd like to have just a regular, like a nice variety of sunflowers. I did have a tiger one, but it got lost. I don't know what happened to it. I probably pulled it up. I don't know. Okay. I'm right through here, and I might do some here. Spread them out. And if nothing else, the birds will eat it. They might come in my garden and eat them. Might eat them and I won't have so many. Alright, that's done. I planted them all. Let me water over there. Uh-oh, grub. All right, let's see how that does. All right, I hope you all having a wonderful day. It's so nice, but we're going to get another 30-degree night. And let me tell you what I'm going to do. We had a 35 or 36 degree night the other night. My Ruger tomato plant didn't make it so well. And one of the Johnny's less acidic one didn't make it very well. The wind was just too much. I don't really think it was the temperature as much as it was the wind. The wind just tossed these tomato plants around. But most all of them are doing well. But this one got snapped off. It got broke at the stem. The smaller ones all did okay. And the Ruger was looking really sad. I clipped it up, but I'll probably replace it. And I'll probably replace that one too. But I have so many tomatoes, you know I do. I'm not even going to bother covering them. I'm just going to let them go with this 32-degree night. And if they don't make it, I have plenty in my greenhouse that I can switch them out. No big deal. I'm not going to worry about it. I've what I planted and stuff, most of it's made it. Of course the lilies do. The ranunculus does. The dianthus does. The salvia did okay. The geraniums, they're doing all right. They're not growing much, but I'll handle that later once it gets into real weather. I think my potatoes broke ground right here. I'm pretty sure that's a potato. The Bodleia butterfly bush, it did just fine. The Rebecca did fine. The black-eyed Suze did fine, and the other Rebecca did just fine out here. Everything did fine except for a couple tomatoes, and I'm pretty sure that was the wind. They just like, you know what? You've put us through so much, and I'm just not going to do it no more. I can't handle this Kansas wind. I'm not doing no more. I ought to get out here and water my rhubarb because it's curling its leaves, trying to save water. So I better water it. Let's go get the jug and give it a drink for the moment. Yep, I caught a little cold. I don't usually get sick, but I don't think I got it as bad as my husband did, but I'm just a little congested. And okay, let's put this water in this one. I like this one better. That should be enough. There's my potted up dahlias. They were already sprouting. Gotta keep some water on them. Look how big these blooms are. Oh, they're gonna have nice big strawberries on them. That's because they're not squished all together like they were before. I got a lot more dandelions to dig up. There you go, babies. There you go. Gotta dig up those daylilies out of there. I don't want them getting too big because I need to put my peppers and Brussels sprouts in there. We'll see how them Brussels sprouts go. Let's give these all a little drink. Okay. Now, when my dahlias come, I can get them soaking and get them in pots. And then once the weather straightens out in a couple weeks, we can put them in the ground. Can't wait to do that. Then I still have to decide where I'm going to put my amaranth that gets really tall, like at least 30 inches tall. And then I have to decide where I'm going to do it. My celosia and my amaranth. What else do I have in there? I think that's it. Other than, and I might get a few annuals. I might go down to one of my favorite nurseries, or a couple of them, and get something to brighten it up back here. But I definitely want to get everything that I have in first and go from there. I'm going to try to the beans, I'm still thinking it over. I think I'm going to put the garlic out here. You know, it gets a good sun, and I don't think garlic is too particular. Or I might do some along here, the back of the strawberries. I might take a section here and do some garlic. That's probably what I'll do. Kind of keep it all together. Oh, there's some more sunflowers. I'm not growing sunflowers this year. Sorry, buddies. You can come back next year. We'll talk about it. Okay. I'm going to have 2 jalapeno peppers, 2 green bell peppers, 2 red bell peppers, 2 orange bell peppers, and 2 yellow peppers. So what was that? 2 jalapenos. Well, it goes clear up to here, so I have space. I'll do 2 jalapenos, 2 green bell peppers, and 2 red bell peppers, 2 orange bell peppers, 2 yellow red bell peppers, and then Brussels sprouts, 2 Brussels sprouts, and then I'll do beans. I gotta save room for beans, lots of beans. I don't know if I'm gonna get lots of beans or not, but we're gonna put them up on the trellis, so we'll see if I can't get a good crop of beans, at least enough to maybe, at least enough to either can a few jars or freeze a few jars, a little more than I want than last year. I'll put the 2 Brussels sprouts here. 2 Brussels sprouts, 2 jalapeno, 2 red bell, 2 green bell, 2 orange bell, 2 yellow bell. That gives me, you know what, I might just go back here some too, because that'll give all of this for beans. And then we'll do a trellis as well. That could work. And then I'll put the garlic behind here. I think I've got it. I think I got it figured out. Oh my goodness. I was scared I wasn't going to have room for many beans, but I may have enough room, because I could have beans, and more beans. Almost 7 short rows of beans. And maybe we'll put, we'll cut the fencing and do a fence here, and a fence here, and a fence here. And these beans sprouting out from here can climb up on the fence too, that's in here. 3 fences. We could do this. I think we can do it. Thank you all for helping me with that. It's just sometimes it's like, oh, I have enough room. My husband went ahead and said, do 14, do 2 rows of 7 of tomato plants. We're going to have a lot of tomatoes. My tomatoes grow really good. I do very well with tomatoes. And I'm going to put these stakes a little closer, like up to the cage here. I'm going to put the stake all the way up like that, because there's another mushroom. Don't want you growing in there, buddy. You're taking my energy from my tomatoes. Yes. Put the stakes here, all the way down, move them closer, all the way down, and then we'll fence it. And they can climb up on the fence if they need to, because some of them are going to be vining, and that's going to be, and maybe we ought to put some in between here. Maybe we need to put the stakes between the tomatoes. Another set of stakes, because I'd like to have some stakes for my dahlias and my cosmos, because they need help too. And then I'm going to put some cosmos, and I have to have room for zinnias. Oh my goodness, zinnias. I might just, well, I might do half cosmo, half zinnias. Zinnias are so pretty. I love them so much. You know, there's a little empty spot right here. There's a little empty spot right here. I could do some zinnias. I'll have coneflowers, zinnias, lilies, all kind of mixed in, because I love that. I like things being mixed in a little more, because it just, I don't know, it makes it look so more natural when it's kind of mixed in with other things. Yeah, I could put some cosmos or zinnias right in the middle of these, and around in here, and they'll be here next to the coneflowers, and then the dianthus is up there, and what else? I'm going to put a coleus out here because it did so good in my garden last year. It was beautiful. So I might put the rest of those coleus up front here, the black dragon coleus up front, because they don't get real tall. They're more of a bushy flower. So I think I got it figured out. I have to tell my husband I got the garden figured out. Good grief, I was afraid I wasn't going to get beans in. And I had plans to can. I got some jars. I'm starting to get some jars because last year I had garage sales and I basically gave them away and sold most of them. And because I thought we were moving right away. Well, construction takes time. Anyway, I won't keep you too much longer. You all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.